Welcome back to Fishing Fam, where we make quality fishing content sometimes. If you're watching this and you are a longtime follower, I just want to say thank you. We're going to keep this intro short. We're going to get out on the water. We're here at Lake Chabot. Mark, how are you feeling?
Sexy as usual.
Diego, how are you feeling?
Feeling lucky.
All right, let's just go. That's it. That's all the intro we need.
I mean, it's a little whipper skipper, but...
So Mark caught the first fish and made sure to turn on his GoPro just in time to throw this fish directly at Diego's face. Shortly after I caught my first fish of the day, we caught these fish on the Gary Yamamoto Stretch 40. Unfortunately, Yamamoto Baits does not make this worm anymore, but essentially it is a Senko with a curly tail at the end of it. After some time getting nibbles on the Stretch 40, Mark and I decided to switch to the shad-shaped worm on the mule jig.
That thing went in it landed on its head, dude, I'll tell you that. I mean, it skipped and I didn't even reel it.
This is a Fishing Fam classic. This is a bait that we go to consistently.
That's that cinnamon, son.
Especially when the fishing is tough. Mark and I happened to double up pretty shortly after switching to this bait, so we made sure to take our traditional double up photo.
Little one.
Once Mark and I realized that this was the bait that we were going to start catching fish on, we decided to meet back up with Diego to share the whelp. You'll notice that we have the old packaging of Gary Yamamoto baits. That's because we've stocked up on a lot of the older packaging.
This is a Fishing Fam.
Mark and I have noticed that after the passing of Gary Yamamoto, Yamamoto baits just haven't quite been the same. We are not sure if it's maybe the recipe in the plastic that they're using. We're not quite sure, but if you guys have any thoughts on this, if you agree, disagree, think they're better or worse, please let us know down in the comments below. Very shortly after switching baits, Diego caught his best fish of the day, which clocked in at around 1 to 2 pounds. While Diego was taking that fish off the hook, I hooked into something big.
It is a good one. This is a very good one. Yeah.
I knew after the first few tugs that this was a fish that we were going to need the net, and Mark, being the good, experienced fisherman that he is, already had that net ready to go.
Dude, is that a bass or a carp?
Probably the most difficult part about fighting this fish was that I was in charge of the motor of the boat, so I had to try to steer us out of the trees while fighting this fish at the same time. Because it was a bigger fish, it was really tough to kind of like hold that rod steady and not fight the fish in a way that I could potentially lose it.
I think I saw a big tail. Oh, jeez.
If that's a bass, that's your PB for sure.
No, it's a catfish.
That timing was like...
Oh, dude. That would have been it. That would have been her.
Did it eat it or did you?
No, it ate it. She ate it. It's hooked right there on the mouth. My arm is shaking.
Neither of us wanted to handle this slimy catfish, so we decided to just dip the net back in the water and let her go. After catching that catfish, we decided to move to the opposite side of the lake, continuing with the shad-shaped worm and mule jig combination. It was very successful and we were catching fish after fish
Hey,
after
cutie.
fish, but unfortunately all of these fish were very small. Finally, Mark hooked into his best fish of the day, which came out to about 2 to 3 pounds. It was on a modified Yamamoto bait. Those of you guys who know Mark know that he loves to modify baits and find the different ways that they can work.
2.5 at least.
Finally, I caught my best fish of the day, which came out to about 1 to 2 pounds. Not a big fish objectively, but considering all of the dinks that we were catching that day, catching this fish felt like the best thing ever.
All right. Well, we had a very good day. Mark, how many did you catch?
31.
31. Diego, how many did you catch?
7.
And I caught 19, which gives us a grand total of 57 fish.
That's good math.
I did not just do that math. I do math pretty terribly. Well, I guess 56 bass and then 1 catfish, but
1 trophy catfish.
1 trophy catfish. But it was fun. It was a great time. Like, there was that, I couldn't have thought of a better return to the channel. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. But if this is your first time visiting, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching Fishing Fam, and hopefully we do this again. See you guys next time. Mark?
Sexy never laugh.
Boom!